This book is called Where the Wild Things Are, written and illustrated by Maurice Sendak. This is one of my favorite books. The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind and another, his mother called him Wild Thing, and Max said, "I'll eat you up." So he was sent to bed without eating anything. That very night, in Max's room, a forest grew. Look at that forest. And grew. And grew until his ceiling hung with vines and the walls became the world all around. An ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max, and he sailed off through night and day. In and out of weeks, and almost over a year, to where the wild things are. I wonder if he was scared. And then he came to the place where the wild things are, and they roared their terrible roars, and they gnashed their terrible teeth, and they rolled their terrible eyes, and they showed their terrible claws. Spooky! Till Max said, "Be still," and he tamed them with a magic trick of staring all into their yellow eyes without blinking once. And they were frightened, and they called him the most wild thing of all. And they made him king of all the wild things. "And now," cried Max, "let the wild rumpus start." Oh, yeah. Rump, 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 rump. Oh, even more. Rump, 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 rump. Do, 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 do. "Now stop," Max said, and sent all of the wild things off to bed without their supper. And Max, the king of all the wild things, was lonely, and he wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. Then, from all around and far away across the world, he smelled good things to eat. So he gave up being king of where the wild things are. But the wild things cried, "Oh, please don't go. We'll eat you up, we love you so." And Max said, "Nope." So the wild things roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. But Max stepped into his private boat and said goodbye. And he sailed back over a year, in and out of weeks and through a day. Into the night of his very own room, where he found his supper waiting for him. And it was still hot. The end.